Earth.
Wait, so are you recording though?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What's up? Okay. Alright. We could do like different takes and stuff, so we can just kind of like figure it out. Hey guys! So, today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, but before I get started on that, I'm going to introduce my best friend, Sarah.
What's up?
So I'm introducing Sarah because we're going to be doing kind of like another channel kind of thing. Well, actually, Sarah's going to start her own channel, and we are going to like do like singing and stuff. Or that sounds stupid.
Well, I'm going to have a channel, and I'm going to be making music on there, singing, and who knows what else it can come to.
Yeah, exactly. She also kind of wants to do like makeup and all that stuff. Basically whatever, you know, she's kind of open to it. So go to her channel. I'm totally going to link it in the bottom bar. And then you guys can like request stuff for her if you want her to do makeup tutorials or singing or whatever. And we're actually going to do a song together. So also head to her channel for that.
And I will release my channel later just because it's under construction right now.
It is. We're actually like totally figuring it out. We may or may not have the song ready by this time, but if we do, I will totally let you guys know in the bottom bar. So be sure to check that out. Okay. Alright, deuces, guys.
See you guys.
Okay, wait. Hey guys. So excited to be doing a tutorial. Can't talk. So excited to be doing a tutorial. So I'm already moisturized, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with my RevitaLift Miracle Blur. I love this stuff because it's actually like the moisture version of, I guess, the normal Miracle Blur. So, I mean, a little added moisture is never bad. Alright, and then after I go in with my face primer, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. I love this one because it kind of gives you like a little bit of a skin color primer to it, and then when it dries, it's like a little bit tacky, so it kind of takes the shadows like a lot better, and this literally makes your eyeshadow last like all day. So I think I'm going to kind of go for like an orangey, kind of dark smoky look, I guess you could say. I don't know, I've been like really into these colors lately. And yeah, I don't know. I saw this one girl on YouTube kind of do a similar look, and she called it a pumpkin spice look. So I'm not gonna lie, every time I wear a look like this, I always call it a pumpkin spice. Okay, so I always like to kind of start my eyes, even if I'm not doing like an orange kind of look, I always like to take some kind of like peachy or orangey kind of color, just to kind of use as like that crease. There's a name for it, and I can't think of it, but it's kind of like so that everything blends just a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to take that color, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the crease, and kind of just, not really, I don't have to be too good with this color, because it's going to be kind of like the underneath color of all the other colors. I just said color like 1,000 times. I have this like super old, I always call everything crusty, I need to get out of that habit, but it's like a super old crusty palette that I've had for honestly like 4 or 5 years. It's kind of insane. And it's like the only palette that I've ever had from MAC, and it's like totally broken, so just don't mind that. But I'm going to go in with this burnt color, and honestly I want to say it's called Brown Script, and I think that it might be limited edition. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to go in with that, and then a MAC 221, which is like a super skinny blending brush, almost for like a cut crease. And then that, I'm like literally popping into the crease with kind of a straight little line, just to really define that crease and make it look super deep. Perfect. Sometimes I go in with like a bigger blending brush, and then I take a super light shade, kind of like this buttery in the corner of the Self-Made palette, and I take it and go like right above where I blended, just to kind of diffuse that color so it's not so strong. Now I'm going to go in with like a super bright orange, just because, I mean, why not? Honestly, I've been like super inspired by Jefree Star a lot lately. Like, he's been doing like all these like neon pink looks and like neon whatever, and I don't know, I've just been feeling it, so why not? I'm going to go in with the Electric palette, and I'm going to use the color Slow Burn, and we're going to go ahead and put that all over the lid. Alright, I'm going to bring that chocolate, that hot chocolate color into the crease and kind of darken it up. So when I do my eyebrows, I never really try to get any of the product close to the front of my brow. I always kind of like to go underneath here and like carve out that straight line, just to get like a nice, clean, crisp brow. So after the brows, I usually like to go in with my foundation at that point. So right now, I'm like absolutely loving the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. And right now, because it's cold in Chicago, like it's like seriously cold, so there's like no sunshine, I am a 220, and usually I'm a 228, I want to say, which I feel like is like a lot darker. I don't know, because like when I wore the darker one and I started getting pale, I was just like, whoa, I feel like I'm way darker than the rest of my body, but in the summer it's perfect. So this one's 220. I usually like to kind of just like shake it up, but yeah, and then I kind of just like to put it in dots all over my face. So once I dot that all over my face, I like to take my trusty Real Techniques orange expert face brush, there you go, and then just kind of like push it into my skin, work it in, make sure I get everything. Gotta move them big old hoops out the way. So then after that, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I feel like I'm like a Maybelline junkie because this one is Maybelline concealer number 20 in Sand Beige. I used to use the 10 a lot, but now I'm using the 20 because it's got more of like a yellowy undertone to it, which I love for like brightening underneath your eye. I usually like to take my concealer and put it in a little bit of a triangle. But I also learned that you shouldn't go too far past your eye when you're putting your concealer, because especially if your face is a little bit round, you kind of want to make it look more bright in the center. And then I usually take a little bit and put it down the bridge of my nose, and then my forehead a little bit, above the lip, and underneath the lip. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and just work that into my skin. So after I finish the concealer, I like to go in with my absolute favorite powder of life, and it's Airspun. Let me get it together, girl. It's the Airspun loose face powder, original formula, the orange one. I've never tried any of the other ones, but this one is absolute gold. I love it so much, especially for us oily skin girls. My skin, I'm like an oily beast, I've said this before. And obviously this I don't take out with me because that would be kind of weird. But by just packing this on, literally, like, you can be generous with it. It's gonna kind of go everywhere, but screw it. It's okay. Once I do this, I literally barely have to touch up throughout the entire night to make sure I'm not oily, because this literally just like seals in everything. It's amazing. I'm gonna use my Mary Lou-Manizer highlight and take that right underneath the brow to kind of highlight right underneath there. I absolutely love this highlighter. It's my favorite. And then after I take it underneath the brow, I like to take that right into the inner corner as well. Alright, Alright, now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, one of my most favorite and like most hated parts because like it takes forever and you need such focus. But I love it when it's done because it looks amazing. And my absolute favorite eyeliner is literally one that I tell everybody and their grandmother about because it's Balm Wet n Wild's Mega Liner. It's like literally $2, maybe $2.50. And it's bomb. It dries matte. And I mean, $2 eyeliner, you can't really beat it. So I'm gonna go in and contour. And I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to use the first two, let me just pick it up and show you guys. So I'm going to go in with the first two shades, that like lighter brown and then like that more medium warm brown, I guess. And I know this brush is like really big. My mom and like everybody always tells me, they're like, why do you use that big old brush to contour? But I kind of like it to like just create like a shadow, I guess you could say. Just to start getting that color in there and working it in. The Real Techniques contour brush and take that dark shade in the Shade and Light palette and just kind of define. And take this blush palette that I've had forever from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's obviously my fave. It's almost like NARS Orgasm, I guess is kind of what I could compare it to. It's actually almost like exactly like that. And then I just kind of pop that on the cheeks and blend it backwards. I go on with that fluffy and then just kind of blend this all out a little bit. And then we're going to do my fave, literally my fave. And I'm so sad because I don't have my highlight brush with me. So I've been freaking improvising, I guess you could say. And I've been using this stippling Real Techniques brush. And then I'm just going to kind of go in, tap, tap. And then we are working that right above the blush. Yes! Highlight is just life. So many steps. Then we're gonna, I like to curl my eyelashes, because we're gonna put some falsies on, girl. But I like to curl my lashes just to kind of get them nice and perky. Alright, then we're going to let the lashes dry. And we're going to kind of smoke out underneath the eye now. So I'm going to go back in with that brown script color. And we're going to smoke that underneath the lash line. At the shop, we have like these lashes that my mom gets online for like $1 a pair. I honestly couldn't even tell you where they're from. If I find out, I'll put that in the bottom bar. But yeah, these are just some lashes we get online. They're just some wispies, so I'm going to go ahead and apply those. I feel like lashes are usually like a tiny bit too long, unless you have like a really big eye and lots of eye space. You are blessed, girl. You are blessed. But I usually like to take the end of the eyelash, just like that last ½ inch of the lash, snip that off because it makes the lash go on way, way better. I mean, you can always just measure it to your eye to see how much you need to cut, but I always cut like a little bit. So both lashes are on. Before I apply mascara to them, I'm going to let them dry a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and go in with lips, which is my fave, and this has been like my literally holy grail lip. I freaking love it. It's Jefree Star's Dominatrix. I'm loving this brown. I usually don't really use a liner when I use Jeffree's products because I feel like they're very easy to use to overline. But today I'll just go ahead and do it with the NYX Cocoa liner. So yeah. So I always kind of like put my lips like this, which is really weird. So I can like get a nice line. So we're gonna go ahead and let that dry, and then we are going to go back in with the mascara onto the lashes. For the bottom lashes, I usually like to go in with a skinnier wand, just to kind of really get in there and make sure that I don't get any of the mascara on your under eye, because I've done that and it really sucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and wiggle that on the bottom lashes. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Skindinavia the makeup finishing spray and spray that all over. And that is your completed look, guys. I hope that you really enjoyed this look. It's kind of just what I've been going for lately. I love that dark, vampy, you know, colorful look. Any other time I'd probably just pop a different color in the on the inner lid, I guess you could say. You know, sometimes I'll just use the Mary Lou-Manizer if I want more of like a natural, which it's not really natural, but more of a natural look. And other than that, this is my completed look. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the Pumpkin Spice Vamp. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird. We'll see where it goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love that you guys are still loyal to me, even though I'm so sporadic and random with my videos. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you want, you could totally like this. That would be awesome, and it would let me know that you guys are like into these makeup tutorials. But yeah, if you have any requests or anything like that, let me know. And please be sure to check out Sarah's channel, because we're going to be doing a video and I might just be singing, which is going to be very different, but I'm super excited. So thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day. Love you guys. Bye.
Dude, this camera is so clear.
It's amazing, I know. Amazing. Okay.
I think this is good.
Oh god, okay. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. I didn't put the new memory card in.
Oh.
This song sounds so hard for my video. It's like so serious. Yeah.
That.
I'm such a swearer.
No, put it over here. Me too, swear.
So Sarah's gonna be my DJ because the music was not right for a second, but we're gonna get it right.
Oh hell no, why are they playing all this?
Was that on Justin Bieber radio?